position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Get this game underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Here's the pressure. Breaks into the open. The 50. The 40. At the 30. 10. Touchdown Sooners. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog, coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession one, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown, just like that. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside the 15, here's the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Got the first down and more. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. If you're going to play Bama tough, you're going to find out really early if you can handle the running game.
Yeah, they're going to check your chin. I mean, they're going to come in and they're going to give you a steady diet of it. Even when they've had great quarterback play and spread the ball out, it's still a physical principle. They're going to make you stop the run. If you can't stop it, it could be a long game.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bernard. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. So on their first drive of the game, they're going to roll the dice a little bit and go for it on 4th down in their own territory. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. They'll go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Quickly complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
That's got to feel really good for this quarterback. It's early in the game, so these third downs are big. You're trying to get your offense into a rhythm and flow. Nice job reading the defense and beautiful pass.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Reads it, fires complete. Touchdown, Alabama! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown.
Oh, they blocked the extra point. He picks it up. Remember, he can take it back. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. They're set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. We got a tight one early, and they go back on the attack, holding a 7-6 lead. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. On the option. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. They'll run the option. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
And it's nice to be an offensive coordinator and go, all right, run it. Like, run it again. Run it again. 5 straight runs, moving the sticks, all easy, high-percentage runs, keeping the ball on the ground. They must think they have a physical advantage up front.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Caught in the backfield. It's Tatum. Oh, he's got some space. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. Guys, Oklahoma's transition to the SEC in 2024 taught them a lesson that you might be able to get by at times without offensive consistency, but you won't thrive. So what kind of pressure, David, is the new guy under center under?
A lot of pressure, but obviously the experience, the transfer over. He was the top guy at that spot in the transfer portal. You bring in a new offensive coordinator, new weapons around him. So a revamped new Oklahoma offense. They're hoping they will match their defense, and those wins will go up and up and up.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work, big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big game.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Tatum. He gets right to the edge of the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 20.
Great job by the running back on this play. It's a big 3rd down, and his ability to catch the ball, turn around, get north, make a guy miss, and go move the sticks. Awesome individual effort.
Wide receiver comes in motion. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
Yeah, I tell you what, when you start a game in the first quarter and you show me I will run my quarterback like you did here, it makes me defend the whole field. It makes me a lot more nervous. You can tell this
Back's going for the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma! That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense, being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Reese. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace, QB making good, smart decisions, and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Right down the middle. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, this guy shot out of the cannon. 2 catches on the opening drive, and finally going back to him again. This time, they don't hook up, but he's a guy that needs to touch the football often, and I think this offense has to keep trying to find ways to get him involved.
Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's Williams. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Such a great job by the defense winning on early downs. What does that mean? Now it means 3rd and long. 3rd and long, now I go to dime packages, to nickel packages. I'm taking linebackers off the field and bringing on DBs to really cover more guys and have more speed on the field.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. First play of the period, first down here.
made the read off the RPO, and he decided to take off, run the football, but then you got to take care of that thing. Fumbles the football, the defense gets the ball back.
Here comes that Alabama offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time. Turning it on! Makes it past the marker. Touchdown time! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Sooner offense returns to the field. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
Looking downfield, it's Mateer. They'll run the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
They're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. They get him up, rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
Great job up front on this pass rush. Defense in a dime personnel grouping. They've got 6 DBs on the field. They're expecting pass, so they're going to have to win with 4 guys, and they're 4-1. They got the job done.
The Sooners line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. A fair catch is made right at the 50. Great field position for the offense. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They'll leave it with him. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Miller. Hits the accelerator to the right. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. Tulane is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Sean King, and they are right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Florida Atlantic. We'll circle back. If anything big happens in this clash in the American, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll move the tight end. Wants to throw. It's Mateer. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And it is hardly a big surprise that this Alabama defense is hitting hard and making their presence felt in the backfield.
Yeah, it's what they built their brand on. They built it on physicality and stopping the run, and you've seen over the last several years, too. After they do that, they come after your quarterback, and they try to get that sucker on the ground.
The play-action fake. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
This is so great to see, and it's such a big part of the evolution in college football today with spread offense, up-tempo, RPO game. QBs have got to be great with their ball mechanics in the play-action game. You saw a great example of that right there.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be second down.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Here's a heat. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Well, you know that every single week, this guy's legs are going to be a problem, and the defense just has not had an answer for him. They can't keep him in the pocket. That last play, he's able to get outside, scramble, and go make something happen. And with that last run, he's now eclipsed the 100-yard rushing mark for the game.
Finds his man. It's Gibson.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it's still a positive game.
The Sooners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what, you can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. And the Sooners kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Under fire. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. So now on second and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Spits it out to the back. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Going the other way, and he's got room. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Miller with the ball. They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. He lobs one high down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry.
Oh, it's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Tatum. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that...
Wide open spaces. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Snap to the back. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Direct snap, it's Tatum. There he goes. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive. We're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. And the rush will get to it at the 25. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Got him downfield. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And as we get deep in this first half, a 1st and goal and a chance to take the lead before the break. To throw, it's Mateer. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown Sooners.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Horton. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set to get this second half underway. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They put points on the board in the first half, but still find themselves in a hole.
And for this offense, man, I'm not trying to change anything. I scored a bunch of points. I've been successful. Jesse, the defense has to catch up here in the second half.
Yeah, they do. They're going to have to start making plays, but you can only control what you can control. So for the offense, go out, do your job, trusting that your defense is going to make a play.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Using the quick game. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room.
You blitz me, I'm getting the ball out of my hands. Really good job understanding that by the offensive coordinator, this quarterback, seeing the blitz, getting the ball to a playmaker, letting him do some damage. And more importantly, I don't have to throw it way down the field. Just get the first down.
You're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Motion from the wideout. Off the bootleg and rolling out. He lost one down the sideline. And he holds it in inside the 30. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Catch in the middle. It's Williams. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the end route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
A field goal here would put them on top, but a touchdown's what you want in a game like this. Looking for a man. It's Simpson. Trying to set up the screen. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8.
Really nice play call there because the defense might have been thinking on 3rd and short in the red zone. They're probably going to run the football instead. They throw it, catch them off guard, and now they've got 1st and goal.
Quick strike complete. Touchdown, Bama! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Aggressive, man. This offense does not want to waste any time. They try to score quickly. 3 passing touchdowns in this game.
He's got it for the 2-point conversion. They go 83 yards on the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the snap, it's Tatum. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. And a really nice job that time, showing off the athleticism and picking up the first down.
He'll pull it down. Quarterback gets the first down. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Man, you gotta lock in on your keys. When they run this kind of offense and they do the replays, somebody has to account for the quarterback, and they forgot who that was, and he made them pay with a big play.
The inside handoff. Gets it inside the 30, down to the 27, a pickup of 6. The Sooners want to pick up the tempo.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurrying.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. Back to throw, it's Mateer. With the catch, it's Tatum. Finds a little space. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Gibson. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
And that's exactly why this linebacker has to stay on the field every single down, because he's so good in space. He's good against jet sweeps, he's good against bubble screens, and he can race outside and get receivers down on the ground quickly.
Second down, he'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Lewis. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside the 15, here comes the return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes That results in interception, so lucky that ball was incomplete.
Got a good one going here. All tied up in the third. It's 2nd and 10. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. Hard running there. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. Got it, looking for a first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on 3rd and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, first down.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. The give on the inside. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
This should be the last play of the quarter. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Back open in the middle. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Power football with the run. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2-, 3-, and 4-yard gains in the 1st and 2nd quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
To the air on first down. That's caught. It's Williams. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stop.
Touchdown, Alabama! And they've moved out front here in the 4th. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Finding an escape route. Got enough for the first down and wants more. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Motion from the back. Back to throw. It's Mateer. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. Here comes that Alabama offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Off the play fake. Caught over the middle. It's Edwards. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And under critical third down here in the fourth quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making a play.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. Plows through the defense. They'll get him out of bounds and mark it at the 21.
And the nice thing about late in the football game, when you have the lead, you kind of know the defense will get aggressive. You might get some man coverage. They get it to their receiver out wide. I love the run after the catch. He's got such playmaking ability. That's a big first down for this offense.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Back to pass, it's Simpson. Rushes on him. That's reeled in, it's Scott. And he just couldn't get started, goes down behind the line of scrimmage, and they'll lose yardage on the completion.
So many playmakers, so much speed in college football, so many big plays after the catch. Not on this instance. The defense did a great job reacting to the throw, getting there in a hurry, and making sure he didn't get any yards after that catch.
Throws to the back. Snagged in the middle. It's Hill. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
And that is big time late in the game that you can trust your quarterback to still throw the football because you know it's only a few more first downs, and this one's over. Nice to have a guy like that you can trust.
And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
And this is where the offense just breathes. Just take your time, huddle up. I'm in absolutely no hurry. I got the lead. I want to continue to run that clock. No false starts, no penalties. Let that clock tick down and then punch it in the end zone to add to this lead.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. And they've inched closer and closer, and still 2 yards to go for the touchdown here on 3rd down. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown time! They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Scanning the field, it's Mateer. Makes the catch, it's Thomas. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. To the air on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass D.
You just got to know the situation of the game, honestly. After that incompletion, now setting up 3rd down. You still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Looking downfield on 1st down. Here comes the heat. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Just keep slinging it. Here's a throw downfield late. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. They get to him as he throws. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Looking for a man. It's Simpson. Lets it go. Snags it. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
With the run on 1st and goal. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1.
Some would say run on the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. One more play to pad the stats. The give to the back. And the tackle is made, and they get nothing, and this game is in the books. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not, and that demonstrated itself today. The higher ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations.